All right, people. The question today, will Zimmy get a fair trial? And I know right when I said Zimmy, people are going to get pissed off. The reason I say Zimmy is quite simple. There's a few reasons why. And quite frankly, when I type it, it's a lot quicker. But will he get a fair trial in this United States of America that we call one of the greatest countries in the world? Will he get justice? Will there be justice for Zimmy right now in this country? Will he be given a right to a fair trial? I don't think he will. I don't think he will, and I'm going to tell you why right now. Because everybody in America knows about this case right now because it's been force-fed down their throat by everybody out here on the national news media. It's been force-fed down their throat. So I don't see how he can be given a fair trial. You got to understand something. I was on jury duty before. Twice. I got kicked out the one time. I almost told the judge because I was going off. I didn't want to be there. And the second time, I came out and flat out told the judge, if I don't like the looks of somebody, I'm going to find him guilty. Or if I like the looks of somebody, I'm going to find him innocent. They dismissed me from the jury right away. That's why Zimmerman right now, you cannot give this man a fair trial in the United States of America. He does not have a chance to have a fair trial unless the only way Zimmy can have a fair trial in this country is if they go to the old stage or the old book of justice where they have a judge and a jury, like a 12-man judge jury. I believe it was a 12-man judge jury, whatever, a 10-man judge jury. When they have 10 judges form the jury instead of 6 or 12 people or regular people forming the jury. You need to have judges form the jury. That's what you need to do. Because the judge can decipher what's right and what's wrong. That is the only way Zimmy will get a fair trial in this country. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the way he goes to trial right now, I don't care what kind of jury they pick, he's going to be found guilty easily. Unless they get people on that jury that don't like the family of Trayvon Martin, then he'll be found innocent. That's what I'm saying. It all goes to what people are thinking at that time, or against that opponent, or against the opposition, whatever. So Zimmy don't have a chance for a fair trial here. I know people are going to say I'm acting like Zimmy's a victim right now. As far as I'm concerned, people are innocent until proven guilty in this country. And from what I see in the court right now, I'm not so sure that Zimmy's guilty of what they're charging him with. Second-degree manslaughter? Or murder, whatever it is? I'm not so sure about that. Believe me, I have a lot of legal expertise in this field, and from what I've seen right now, with a 12-man or 12-judge jury, whatever it is, I think they acquit him. I think they dropped the charges and acquit him. I really believe that. Because if they were so sure of this case, he would have been charged from the get-go. But then you're going to have people out there, little sensitive people out there right now saying, well, he's already guilty. He's guilty. Throw the fuck out, this and that. Without even knowing the facts of the case, but they want to find him guilty already. Those are the type of people you don't need on a Zimmy jury right now. You don't, because if they are going to go on that jury, they're going to find him guilty as hell, guilty as sin, and he's going to go away to jail for at least 50 years or life, whatever. Now, you're probably saying, why do I care? Because I want what's right in this country. If Zimmerman's guilty of the crime, of all the facts that are laid out, and Zimmy's guilty of whatever he did, throw a book at him. Put him in a chair, execute him. That's how I believe an eye for an eye in this country. But if any chance that he's innocent, they need to vindicate him. You cannot send an innocent man to prison. And I've seen it happen way too many times in this country where they send innocent people to prison for 20 years and they get out and what do they get? A couple $10,000 and guess what? Their life's over. Their age, they're 35, 40 years old, their life's over. And they get what, $20,000, $30,000, $100,000? Let me tell you something right now. $100,000 is not worth a year of your time, let alone 10. Trust me, I believe they give you a payment like $100,000 for every year or something, for every 10 years. Whatever, $10,000 a year, I believe that is. And guess what? $1 million ain't worth 10 years of your life. Believe me when I tell you that. Believe me. Now, there are some people that would say, I'll go to prison for 10 years right now for $1 million. And guess what? They're going to tell people that don't want to work, they're losers. The bottom line is, justice in this case, they need to have a 10-man judge jury. Or else Zimmy's not going to be given a fair trial. And you never know. It could come out and bite the prosecution in the ass, because you just might get a jury that don't like Trayvon Martin, don't like his parents or whatever, don't like the prosecution, and guess what? You may find they send a guilty Zimmy home from this debacle, because like I say, if he's guilty, throw the book at him. Believe me, I'm in no. In my opinion right now, what I'm seeing Zimmerman's guilty of right now, that he's a straight up bitch blood that was scared and he had to carry a gun. Look, if you get in a fight and you get your ass beat, take the beating like a man. Don't pull a gun on somebody and shoot them because you got your ass beat. I'm not about that. If I got beat up, then guess what? You beat me fair and square. I'm not going to pull a gun out on you. That ain't my style. But Zimmy, He just ain't had toughness in him. Obviously, because I mean, this cat was 17 years old that beat him up. And I don't know how big he was, but he didn't look too big. And Zimmy got, from what I understand, beaten up pretty badly over it. And if he was defending himself, it's a different story. But if he got beat up and he couldn't take it, number one, if you ain't legalized to carry a gun, if you ain't law enforcement in this country, that's the problem with this country right now. If you ain't law enforcement in this country or involved in any type of thing with the law in this country, guess what? You shouldn't have any type of firearms. They should be illegal. And if you're caught with firearms and you're not supposed to have them, you should go to jail for a mandatory 10 fucking years. That will make everybody have to think about carrying a gun. Trust me. That's what this country needs to do. And I know people can say, well, that's not right. Guess what? It's right. Because I can go get a gun right now in this country easily. Anyone can get a gun. But guess what? The minute you're faced with the possibility of doing 10 years in prison because you're caught with a gun when you ain't supposed to have it, guess what? There's going to be 98% drop of people carrying guns in this country. I'll guarantee it. Believe me when I tell you, I know about this. I'm not the card god for nothing. I know about this. So, the only way Zimmerman will get a fair trial in this country, 10-man judge and jury thing. He has to have 10 judges seal his fate. To decide his fate, he has to have 10 judges. Because you can't have a jury of 10 people off the street. Because number one, they may find him innocent without listening to the facts. They might find him guilty without listening to the facts. They just could have it in for a certain party, this and that. And if they don't like him, he's done. If they don't like them, they're done. So you never know. You got to accept the fact. You need a 10-man judge jury, in this case, for Zimmerman to get any type of justice. And this is Florida now, so I wouldn't be shocked if he is actually acquitted anyway, even if they don't have that. I'm just telling you right now how it is. From the Casey Anthony case, now we all know. I made a video about her because I believe she was guilty. I really believe that, but I had to let the legal system do her justice. And the legal system did her justice, and according to the legal system, she's innocent. I have to live by that, even though I don't believe she was, but I have to live by that. I ran it long enough. Will Zimmy be found guilty? Stay tuned, because guess what? Even if you don't want to hear about it, you're going to hear about it. I surmise every day for the next 2 years.